Morning. Let's begin your class for Unsu Kihon. 시작. 막서. 막서 야매. 쇼어머니. 에이. 아까니. 에이. Let's warm up. We'll do jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Right ankle around, or left ankle. So today we'll be doing Kihon techniques from Unsu, not the kata itself, but some of the Kihon reverse, particularly because some of the techniques are particularly applicable to kumite, me, but I tried doing a kata in my small space and that ran the risk of hitting things. So I figured if many of you are in a similar situation. Yep. Other ankle. Reverse. Knee. Hip. And hips around. Reverse. Shoulders. Reverse. Arms. Reverse. Crossing. Palms up. Over your shoulders. And twisting. Okay. And your left knee, both feet flat. Rear ankle over. Hands up, hip down. Shoulder to knee. And shoulders back. Other side, both feet flat. Rear ankle over, hands up, hip down. shoulder to your knee. And shoulders back. Stand up. Head up now. Left to right. Shoulder to shoulder. Around. And reverse. Shake it out. Turn on, straighten your gi. Right. Morning. So again, we're doing Unsu Kihon, so not the entire kata, so you don't have to worry about what space you have. So we'll go through some of the techniques and see how the Kihon works and possibly how it applies to Kumite. So one of the first ones which we're going to work on is the Tate Shuto and Furudachi and Yakuzuki. This is after the initial sequence where you come forward and then you immediately do 8 moves in rapid succession. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's do it first from standing from Subidachi, just stepping forward, left foot, Tate Shuto, so vertical, in Furudachi. And then immediately switching to Yakuzuki, Zenkutsudachi. So rear knee is going to move. So let's do left foot first. Okay, so 2 counts, 2 moves. Ready? Itch, knee. And we set after knee. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Okay, 1 count. Itch, knee. Some, chi, go, boku, chichi, hachi, ju, ju. Okay, so before we do the other leg, then Furudachi and Zenkutsudachi are 2 different stances. So Zenkutsudachi, feel like you're pushing your knees toward the opponent. With Furudachi, there's a little bit of a pushing your knee out. So not exactly straight here, but a little bit out. A little more extreme to this would be Kibarachi, where my toes are actually pointed entirely this way. My weight's more back. So Furudachi is almost, this is Zenkutsudachi. This is so let me do it at an angle. So you can see Kibarachi here. Zenkutsudachi, Kibarachi, Furudachi. So my knee is not totally parallel with each other, but more forward. Okay. So what this feels like when you're stepping out is not like Zenkutsudachi where you're stepping your knees forward. Feel like you're pushing down your rear knee a little bit. So instead of pushing forward, feel like you're pushing down and oh, this is really hard to see. So instead of Zenkutsudachi, my knees going completely forward, Furudachi kind of leaves it a little bit behind. Okay, so don't feel forward, feel down. So subtle difference. I know Garabi Sensei loves Fudarachi Yakusugi. So down, then in. Down, in. Okay. So this time stepping forward your right foot. Remember, leave your left foot behind a little bit. Not so much that you're doing kokutsudachi, but more down. Still pointing your knee sideways. Okay, so right leg step in, hate shute, zenkuritachi yakuzuki. So you should be able to see my knee shifting. Okay, zenkuritachi, my hip alone. Fudarachi, zenkuritachi, my knee's gonna rotate a little bit. Okay, right leg forward. Ready? 5 slow, 2 counts. Itch, knee. Right. I'll reset off the knee. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. One more. Itch, knee. Okay. 2 moves, 1 count. Make sure you make distinctive stance. Ready? Itch, knee. Thumb, chi, roll, oku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Mano, I missed class on Wednesday. Is the rhythm that we're teaching slow, strong, and then quick, or quick, quick?
I actually didn't go. So I don't know.
Reason I asked, the book says slow, strong for the first one, slow, strong, quiet, and then quick. But any video I've ever seen is just quick, quick. Any term I've ever seen. Okay, so I've never seen anyone address the first option other than to teach it pedantically and slow. So okay, so when I'm watching the video, viewer's choice. Okay, so next one, let's work our way up to 4. So first going to the left, 1, and then Mawate, the other side. So left hand, left leg first from Subadachi, Fudarachi, Yakuzuki, Fudarachi, then Yakuzuki Zenfutsudachi, 1 count. Second count, hand that's out, Kata Shuto, Yakuzuki. Okay, so 4 moves, 2 counts. Ready? Left leg, each time starts. Ready? Itch, knee. Okay. So left hand, right hand, and then the hand that just punched blocks on the other side. So punch is always Yakuzuki. Ready? Sheet. Go. Make sure you make distinctive stance both times. Hook. Teach. Touch. 2. June. Itch. Yame. Okay, so let's go right leg first. Itch, knee. So I'm sorry, two counts. Itch, block, punch. Knee, left hand blocks, punch. Okay, so right hand first this time. Ready? 2 counts, 4 moves. Itch, knee. Thumb, chi. Go. Hook. Teach. touch. 2, 10. So remember, the third move is the easiest one to skip the stance. Make sure it's Furudachi, then Yakuzuki. It's very easy to rush past that in a tournament, do those 8 moves real quick, and then they have to guess, did the person do Furudachi or not? No. The block is always Furudachi for these 4 techniques. Next one, left, and then forward. So same hands, just different direction. So left hand block, right hand Yakuzuki, then toward the camera, right hand block, Furudachi, left hand Yakuzuki. So this one, you're gonna have to start a little further back and do close to the camera. Ready? 4 moves, 2 counts. Ready? Pitch. Knee. Step in. Yep. The right foot steps forward toward the camera. Some. Step forward. Chi. Back. Go. Hook. Teach. Touch. Two. Two. Right leg start. So again, right foot, tate shuto, Furudachi, left hand Yakuzuki, left hand for move number 3, step forward, tate shuto, Furudachi, Yakuzuki right hand. So right foot steps, then left foot steps. Okay. 4 moves, 2 counts. Ready? Rich. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. Hook. Teach. Touch. 2. 2. And okay. So we did the 2 basic directional changes, complete 180 and 90 degrees. The Nakata to the left, Yakuzuki. 180, Yakuzuki. 90 degrees, Yakuzuki. 180, Yakuzuki. Okay. So we'll take it slow first. 8 moves, 4 counts. Left, right, forward, and back. Then we'll do it speed. Okay. Ready? From Sukudachi. All right. Left hand first. Rich. Behind, knee. Left, some. Behind, chi. Back. Okay, so remember, the foot that steps is the hand that pushes. Then Yakuzuki reverse. Okay, ready? Left foot first again. 4 counts. Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Don't forget your stance. Reset. Remember, Furudachi, Zenkutsudachi each time. Shifting stance. Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Back. Okay. One more time slow. Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Right now, all 8 techniques, 4 directions, 1 count. Not fast. More important to make sure you open Furudachi, Zenkutsudachi. Open stance, closed stance. Ready? Itch. Reset when you're done. Knee. Yeah, reset when you're done because you're facing away from the camera. So after that last Yakuzuki, breathe out, reset. Stop. T. One more. Go. Okay, so the kata starts left-handed. Let's make sure we can do both ways. Right hand this time. So right hand starts. Yakuzuki left hand. 180. Left hand blocks. Yakuzuki right hand. Go to the front. Right hand blocks. Left hand. Reverse. Left hand. Right hand. So this is opposite of what's in the kata, but we're gonna make sure your hip turns both ways. Okay, so 8 moves, 4 counts. Ready? To your right. Ich, Fudarachi, Yakuzuki. Ni, Fudarachi, Senkutsudachi. Sam, Fudarachi, Senkutsudachi. Shi, Fudarachi, Senkutsudachi. Okay, reset. Okay, 4 counts again. Ich, Ni, Sam, Shi. When you're done, just reset. You end up facing away from the camera. Ready? Ich, Ni, Sam, Shi. Reset. Ich, Ni, Sam, Shi. 8 moves, 1 count. Okay. Stance is more important than speed. Right leg, right hand start. Ready? Ich. Up. Knee. Thumb. Key. Throw. Yame. So kata rhythms are a little faster than that, but usually what happens, you start out fast, you just below past the fact that there's a fudodachi in there. Okay. Any questions in there before we go to kicks?
We gotta head out, Shaun, but thank you for training us.
Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, next one. Oh,
I
this
have
one.
one chance.
Yep.
The transition, like the foot,
Mhm.
the back foot, when you switched from Furodachi to Senkutsu, do you peel on the ball of your foot, or how's that supposed to look like in the kata?
Okay, so my definition is because I don't have flexible ankles. I know some people do. Is anytime I'm making huge long rotations, I'm gonna put the ball of my foot on the X. If I try to rotate my ankle, what's gonna happen, because I can't rotate with a closed ankle, I'm gonna go high and then rotate my ankle.
Yeah.
Okay, and you see the ball of my foot left the X.
Mhm.
Okay. I have significantly more flexibility and had the ability to stay down and rotate the ball.
Oh,
If I try to rotate the ankle, I personally do not have the flexibility where I can do that. This is very similar to why some people say, hey, can you point your feet perfectly forward and still do techniques, or do you have to point your foot slightly off? Not so much as perpendicular, but very similar ankle flexibility issues. I've seen some people with very strong ankle flexibility able to collapse. I'm gonna put my heel on here. They collapse and then they rotate on their heel. Yeah,
Yes.
I personally can't do that. So if I tell you to rotate your ball out your heel to foot, I wouldn't be able to demonstrate it.
Mhm.
The way I look at it, rotating on your heel is great for power in the sense that you're always rooted the entire time. If at any point in time you make contact, your hip to your ankle is locked to the floor. Rotating the ball is great for agility and speed. It allows me to bend my knee a lot more. I can't bend my knee a whole lot if I'm locking my heel, but if I can bend it a lot more when I rotate the ball with my foot. So in order to stay low, to allow my knee to bend, I rotate the ball.
Oh, it's just.
Okay, so especially at the speed we're working at here,
Mhm.
you got to be really flexible with that. If you can do it, great, but I would never be able to demonstrate that very effectively.
Oh, it's just.
Yeah, that's a very common question, like which to rotate on. I'm like, well,
Mhm.
power or speed.
Oh, it's-
Okay. So next technique is the floor mawashigiri. Ironically, mawashigiri is probably the most used kick in tournaments, but only one kata has mawashigiri, which is Unsu, and ironically, it's from the floor. So the bunkai for this one, we actually have him dropping to the floor, kicking, and then in this bottom frame, flipping sides and kicking it again. So it's the bottom three frames is where after the flip. So the first kick is right leg, then he flips and kicks left leg. Okay. Never seen that done in the tournament. I have seen something else done. So the idea is that when you're doing my gear, you can go straight in and kick. When in wash gear, you kind of takes a little longer to get there. If you move before the opponent, yes. But what you can do, your opponent's coming towards you. I'll have my left foot forward. Okay. This, most likely, if I was swinging my right leg, they're probably gonna intercept me if they start moving toward me. But I kick my rear leg. So what I can do instead of stepping in and kicking, I can step across and kick my rear leg as I leave them. So this only works if you do mawashigiri correctly, which means we do some conditioning first. So first, left foot forward, right hand behind you, around where your hip is. Conditioning first, just bring your knee, not your ankle, your knee, and touch your hand. Okay, don't bring your hand down. My hand stays around my hip level. So each time up. Okay. Remember, you want your shin level to ground. This is not kiyage where your ankle is toward the ground. Your shin is level. So entirely different set of muscles in your back pulling your leg up. Okay, so right hand, right leg, just tap your knee to your hand. Ready? Itch. Okay. In other words, you should not be able to see my ankle because behind my knee for the camera angle. Knee. Thumb. Cheek. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Q. Ju. Okay. Now, slap, kick, step in. Okay. So in other words, you have to start with your shin level before you proceed forward with the kick. Okay. This is demonstrably different from what we call the tournament washi, where you come in like my Gary, and then when you rotate your hip, you rotate your shin. So this one, you start your shin the entire way. It's parallel to the floor. Okay. So not to say this is an invalid kick. This is a different technique. Okay. You should feel your back pulling your leg up. Ready? One count, tap, kick. And then after you kick, reset back. So right leg. Ready? Itch. Set. Leave. Some. G. Go. Okay. Suchi. Hachi. Q. Q. Okay. No hand this time. Just Mawashi go. Stepping in, step back. Make sure knee goes up first. Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. Okay. Suchi. Cheating Amando. Knee up first. Hachi. Yes. Just zip it. Your back's engaged and very good. Hachi. Yes. Yeah, get your back engaged at the very beginning of the kick. Q. Ju. All right. Okay. The reason I'm focusing this because this kick does not work if you don't use your back. So again, we're gonna start right leg forward because you're kicking with the right leg. So I'm starting in the rear right quadrant here. I'm gonna step forward. So across, the opponent's coming along the red line. I'm gonna step forward and across, leg up, kick, and down. So ideally, the opponent's coming in, they get kicked here, and a step behind them. So by the time me as opponent and me as defender, we're side by side. So you're almost kicking across them as they're coming across. I did this with Leopold, but for a tournament, he almost broke my ribs. So they're coming in, you're coming across, you're putting your shin, or even worse, the ball of your foot right into their ribs. Okay, start right leg forward. Okay. 2 counts first. First count, step across, itch. Second count, up, kick, step forward. Knee. Put it back. Right leg forward. Itch. 45. Knee. Pull your back in order to make this work. Some. Chi. Back. Go. Up. Okay. So you different count instead of step, then leg up. Bring the timing a little together. By the time you step, leg up. So hand behind. So in this case, hand on hip level. The moment you step, I want this foot and this to happen at the same time. So it's almost like you're hopping. Okay, you're still going forward. Your right leg's hopping up. Okay. So 1 count, bring the timing closer. Rich. Up. Just knee up for now. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. Okay. Now, bring it even closer. So what we're not going to do is, this is a 2 count technique. If we were to do 2 count technique. 1, 2. We want to do a 1 count technique. But the time you step in, your foot is in their ribs. So not just your knee up, but you're completing the technique. So this is the equivalent to this when you do this. You kind of hop and kick at the same time. So you don't hop, then kick. You hop and then land right when your hop finishes. So this is the hop and the kick, land at the same time. Okay, so this one goes very long. Again, you're getting out of the way of the opponent and leaving your shin in their chest. This one is a lot of power. I'm gonna move back because this one travels quite a bit. Okay, so by the time your left foot lands, your right foot is extended, retract and step down. Okay, you can't slow this down, so that's why I had to do the first two techniques first. Ready? Itch. Try to have this and the left foot land at the same time. So hop, land with a kick at the same time. So your kicking almost starts as you start moving this left leg. Knee. Feel like you're running straight into them, except you're going slightly to the side. Some. Chi. Go. Try to speed up the kick so it lands right as your foot lands. Hook. Suchi. Understand we're dealing with limited space, but this move does run past the opponent. Hachi. Q. Ju. Boom. Yame. So again, this will not work. If you kick after it, if you keep your kick low. You have to right away. Hold for your back, get that leg up so you can throw it in the chest real quick. Now let's do the other side. Starting right leg forward, left hand behind. Hold your back, get your knee up. Just slapping your knee to your hand behind you. Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. Boku. Chichi. Hachi. Q. Ju. Okay. Slap, then kick. Ready? No speed. Range of motion is what I care about now. Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Oh. Go. Boku. Chichi. Hachi. Q. Q. Ooh. Okay. No hand. Remember, leg up, then kick. No mawashi. Normal mawashi. Ready? Itch. Good. Feel like your back starting first. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. Boku. Chichi. Hachi. Q. Ju. Yame. For the exercise, particularly, you want your knee to reach your hip behind your hip. Yes, you can bring your knee forward and then level with your hip. It's a different kick. But this lagging kick we're about to do, you have to have it up before you extend. If you try to do the lag and then bring your leg up, that's not going to be very powerful. Okay, now, starting left leg forward. Okay. 2 counts. Stepping in the right leg first, hitch, and then knee, leg up. So just bringing the leg up. So this is the separated count, two separate counts. Okay. So right leg step in, left leg up on the second count. Hitch, knee. Step, hitch, knee. Hitch, knee. Hitch, knee. More. Hitch, knee. Okay. One count. Land with your leg up. So if anything, pretty much once your knees pass each other, your other leg's coming up. So don't wait for your right foot to land, then pick your leg up. So this is the hop. Right in the middle of the technique, you bring your left leg up. Okay. So again, stop your hand, hit the floor at the same time. Hitch, knee. So we're bringing the timing closer. Thumb. Back, 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 back. Sheet. Go. Hook. Teach. Touch. Two. Two. Okay. Now at the kick, no hand. By the time my foot lands, the kick is extended. So this is even closer and closer timing. Okay. So in other words, not this. 1, 2, but 2. Sorry, I need to back up. I wish I moved my couch. So again, right around here, my knees pass, and I'm literally gonna be airborne for the rest of the time because my leg's coming up. So, man, I really should have moved this couch. Okay, so one count, the snap and the land, same time. Right leg step in, left leg kick. Rich. I'm stopping because there's a wall right here. Knee. Thumb. Hold your back to get that knee up. Sheet. Go. Short. Hook. There we go. Almost feel like Toby Maguire. Teach. Touch. Two. Leg up first, Armando. Don't let the knee drag. Go. There we go. Once you can get that hip engaged, very fast. Last one. Two. Yummy. Remember, you are literally jumping at them and then kicking. But because we know when we kick them, they're a solid object, not a balloon, you want to have your foot down. If you kick in midair, yeah, you have a nice snap and all that, but bigger opponent, more rooted, might bounce off. If you're landing, you're dropping in like a pickaxe. Okay. So next one, Palmier Mano, probably take about 15, 20 minutes. Can you guys go over a little bit beyond 10?
Some.
Okay.
I'll stay as long as I can.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, full disclaimer, I tried to do a 360 kick this morning. Very close to the furniture. I'm having enough trouble doing this jumping wash gear. So we'll do a different, which is, I think, equally challenging, at least the first half of it. So right around before you get the kick, there's this technique. We start here, you do Haito Jodan, first count. Second count, Maigiri. Third count, Sotoke. Fourth count, Yakuzuki. So that's one of the hallmarks of the kata. If I see a slow turn on this one, then I know already they're not going to nail the kick because the kick is not a 180. This right here is just a 180. The kick is a 360. So if they can't do this fast, I know the kick's not going to come out well. So I kind of like when I'm judging, once I see that, like, oh, I know it's going to happen. So this is very indicative. And if anything, this helps make sure that you have the right muscles to be able to pull off that 360 right knee after you do Mikazuki Gary. We have to pull it around and then kick your left leg. That's a 360. So we'll do the 180 this time. So I'm going to do it sideways for illustration, but you can do it forward. So first, left leg forward. So first technique, right hand, Haito Jodan, which second count, keeping both hands in place, left hand on your hip, right hand up there. Maigiri, Shudan, Jodan, whichever you choose. Neat. Then third count, try to bring your right knee to your left elbow by spinning 180 in left hand, Sotoke. So some. Okay. And then right leg steps back, right hand Yakuzuki, Shi. It might be better to do this sideways so you can keep an eye on the camera. Okay. So again, left foot forward. So this entire thing, my left leg is anchored on this red line. A lot of work. Don't kick your blinds. You might want to back up a little bit. So first move, right hand Haito Ich. Second move, Maigiri. And then keep your knee up. Knee. Okay. 180. Some. Okay. Right leg down. Chi. Good. So right leg stays about where it is. Okay. So let's do 4 counts and then we'll change the counts slowly. Okay. Ready? Ich. Knee. Thumb. Chi. Again, left leg forward. Ich. Knee. Thumb. Chi. Okay. Now, 4 counts, but the second and third count closer together. So, ich, knee, thumb. So the difference now.
You rotating on the ball of the foot for the 180?
I am for this one because if I rotate my heel. So
Yeah,
similar
trying to figure
question
out what to
before.
do. All right.
This one I have more balance. If I rotate on my heel, okay, I can't bend my knee enough to be able to figure out how to counterbalance with my knee to balance the spin. If I rotate on the ball, I can contract, straighten my knee to make sure I'm not wobbling. Okay. So that's just because again my ankle flexibility. If you can rotate in the ball, great. And so just to answer with number 10. Right here. So first, ankle forward, and as you see, it looks like, in my opinion, he's rotating forward on the ball rather than the heel. I mean, the camera could have moved. I don't really have a great reference, but it doesn't look like he's pulling his foot back. Looks like from the start here, I have terrible lighting here. His heel, assuming the camera's in the same exact place, his heel moves forward and gets blocked behind his toes on the camera. So that's what I'm understanding. But if you can rotate your heel, you will have really good connection the entire time. I don't know, are you able to do that, Tommy? Because I can't.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do with sticky floors over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if you would have said sticky floors, I've done this before. You rotate on your heel, but you don't rotate entirely. What the terrible thing to happen is the blade of your foot catches and you twist your ankle. I did that once.
Yeah.
I decided from there on outward, when I do Mawashi Gary, I'm not rotating on the heel anymore. I'm rotating the ball. I twist my ankle, do Mawashi. So that was a bad moment back in 2008.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's speed up the count. So first count, 1. Second count, before you contract your leg, use that to turn around. So don't kick, snap back, then rotate. The speed to a quick turn here is out and then straight back. So again, that looks like out. And then instead of coming back and rotating, pretty much shove your knee, you shear the moment you retract, which if you can't do fast, rotate the ball. Yes. So remember, the knee does have to point with the elbow. Okay, you can't just come here. You have to point, and then when you go down, that's when the leg comes down. Okay, so count is 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, left leg. Ich. I'm sorry. Haito. Ich. Okay. Kick and soto. Nisam. Shi. This is a very fast rotation, so you might lose your balance. I'm gonna get off this tape because this tape is sticky. Ich. Nisam. Shi. Very quick rotation. This is how you speed the rotation. Again. Ich. Nisam. Shi. Is the tatami sticky, Armando? Yeah, I figure that's what's happening for you. So you may have similar problem to Parmi on his floor. Okay, so this time 4 moves, except 2, 3, and then 4 fouls closer to 1 for now. Eventually it's all together. So bitch, 1 Mississippi, knee, some, half Mississippi, go. So the Yakuzuki comes out of the turn real quick, but I want to make sure you have your balance a little bit. Okay. Ready? So longest pause between Haito and Maigari. We'll speed this up to direct 4 continuous counts here in a moment. Ich, Nisam, Chi. So when you're bringing together, feel like you're trying to bring your knee to your elbow, compress, and then when you Yakuzuki, expand because your leg's flying back. Left leg. Haito first. Ich. Nisam. Chi. Ready? Same count. Ich. Nisam. Chi. Okay. Now, a little more fluid. 1. So there is a pause between 1, 2. Maybe not so long now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We saw it that fast, you miss some nuances. Okay, so 1 count, whole thing, appropriate pause. Ich. Set. Knee. Thumb. Chi. Good. Okay. If you had breakfast for this, you'd definitely be squeezing it with this technique. So this one really contracts the gut. Okay, right leg forward. Let's do 4 counts slowly. So left hand Haito first. Like Haito Jodan. Ich. Maigari Shudan. Chamber it on Hikate, Hikiashi. Knee. Remember, the hand stays here. Okay. 3rd count, right hand sotoke. Left knee to the rear. Shi. Okay. And now left hand Yakuzuki. Shi. Back, right leg forward. Left hand Haito. Ich. Left leg Maigari. Knee. Right hand soto, shi. Some. Now, yakuzuki, shi. Okay. 4 counts. Haito. Maigiri. Soto. Yakuzuki. Okay. Let's do 4 counts. Bring the second and third count closer. In other words, before you contract the leg, before you hikiashe, point your knee to the rear wall. So from extended maigiri, turn the other direction. Really fork your chest close. Right leg forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Rich. Nisam. Chi. Rich. Nisam. Chi. Rich. Nisam. Chi. Just a note. Sometimes people will do this. 1, 2, 3, and they'll pause here to show they had perfect balance after the spin. It's kind of like, when you're doing a cocky, when you do the long spin, you got to hold, and you kind of judge of how much are they jumping around. This is one of those gankaku moments where if you can spin correctly, everything's set. If you can't spin correctly, this is what you see instead. Because they can't hold it. Not that it's wrong, but it's pretty indicative of speed. That's why I added that. Still have to pause after the soto to prove that you had the perfect spin for the 180. Again, right leg forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, don't bring the 4 count close yet. Rich. Nisam. Chi. And look for that sticking moment on count 3. Rich. Nisam. Chi. Now bring the 4 count closer, but make sure you stick count 3. So the count is Rich. Nisam. Chi. Rich. Nisam. Chi. Feel like contracting the spin, expand on the yakuzuki. Rich. Nisam. Chi. Rich. Nisam. Chi. Okay. Now off 4, so a little bit closer between the haito and the kick. Okay, so Rich. Nisam. Chi. Ready? 1 count. Rich. Set. Knee. Go. Yep. One more. Up. Jump. Okay. So any questions on washigiri or this 4 count with the maigiri? Okay. So as you see, you really feel like you're twisting your guts up, tying yourself, bringing your knee to this type of stretching drill. Then of course, immediately after this is expansion. So if you can do this well, that's halfway there to the 360 with the right leg for the jumping kick. All right, let's finish class. Sit up. Waxo. Waxo yamae. Dojo Kon. Seek perfection of character. Be faithful. Endeavor. Respect others. Refrain from violent behavior. Okay. Hey. Show me.